the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Oh, welcome race fans, it's Monday night. That means it's the Red Light Scrambler series right here on your Turn 3 Racing Network. As always, it is Muth here in the booth tonight, running solo as Jarrett Reichert is out there roaming the Northeast, watching his Dallas Cowgirls play one of our Northeast teams here, the Giants. Well, we're not going to talk too much about that because, well, it's Monday night. That means it's Red Light Scrambler Series. It ain't the NFL that pulls the Monday night. It's the Red Light Scrambler Series, and they are here in Southern California. They've made the trip here from Martinsville, Virginia, after a wild short track race. We're going to go from under a half-mile racetrack all the way to a big 2-mile. You might as well call it a super speedway, because here tonight with these cup cars and the lap times that these drivers are putting down, seeing drivers up into the 190 miles an hour category as they, I guess you want to call it, pack racing down these long backstretch in this little front stretch here tonight from Auto Club. It's going to be one exciting ride here tonight, and well, it looks like as we talk about it, we got 31 drivers into the lobby here tonight. Only 2 drivers have not put in a lap time just yet, but Patrick or Kyle Souza, don't worry, race fans, because they will be out there on the racing surface, and they will have an outcome here tonight. But right now, at the top of the boards, let's take a quick peek here, because once we hit to our solo qualifying, this may all change. At the top of the board, it's one of the rookie candidates of the year. That's going to be Lee Bedsole. Right now, he's got that 997 on top of the charts here with a 39.442. Right behind him, last year's defending champion, the 88 of Sean Butler. He is right there, P number 2. Brandon Minto sits third on your speed charts with Eric Johnson sitting fourth. And how about Tony Strano sitting right there in that 3 car in the 5th position. But let's take a quick moment. Let's talk about the driver of that 43 here real quick. Joe Strano. See if we can find him out there. There he is in that 43 car. He did a 24-hour stream. Remember, we talked about it last week before the Martinsville race. Joe Strano was raising money as it was National Gaming Day on November the 2nd. Joe Strano, though, put a 24-hour stream in. All proceeds were going to a children's hospital, and Joe put 24 hours in. Raised $120 from the viewers out there, so he'd like to give a big shout out and a big thank you to anybody who tuned in on November the 2nd while he was streaming for 24 hours. Even myself here, Muth in the booth, decided to tune in for a little bit and watch Joe. It was a pretty fun couple hours of watching Joe out there, and tonight we're going to watch him once again hit the racetrack here, as right now he's out there, and he is 6th on the boards. As we watch the clock on the left-hand side start to wind down here. A couple key factors here from tonight. The track temp here in Southern California is very cool. It is a 66-degree track temp right now. It is a 65-degree air temp. You know what that's going to mean? A lot of these tire strategies, as these guys might call it, might play out tonight. Not going to be looking at too much tire wear, most likely, as these guys, with, like we said, the track temp being so cool, are going to be able to hold it wide open here from Auto Club and still save a little bit of rubber. As practice is just about to tick down here, the Betso going to put in the fastest time here from Auto Club here for qualifying. We're going to step away for just a moment here as these guys get ready to qualify here from the Auto Club Speedway for the Red Light Scrambler Series.
iRacing.
racing. You wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back here to Southern California. It is Auto Club Speedway here on Monday night, and qualifying for the Red Light Scrambler Series is underway. Out there on track, you see that 72. That is David Camara, and he is bringing the clock spy Christopher Machine across, well, let's say across turn 4 here, looking for the green flag on his first timed lap here from Auto Club. David always brings that 72 clocks by Christopher Machine to the track here week in and week out with the Red Light Scrambler Series, and he always runs towards the front of the field. You see him up running, we'll call that just about the Kyle Larson line here tonight in Auto Club, as it's right up there towards the wall. First lap here for David Camara is going to be one of those laps where it's just going to be trying to get that 72 machine up to speed. They're going to run it just like a super speedway, high and wide. That's the longest distance. It's going to allow you to put the most momentum into these cars here tonight. As David Camara is going to come across the start-finish line here in just a moment. That'll put lap number 1 for David in the books. You see him go down there below that white line. There is no out of bounds here at Auto Club. But you got to worry about if you go down there below that line, is somebody going to let you come up? That's going to be the question on a lot of people's minds here tonight. One of the other rookie candidates of the year going to be the 929 here. Don't let it fool you. The side of the car may say 33, but it is really the 929 of Ira Kohlhaas. And he's got the Shed car out here tonight. Right now he is 5th on his first time lap, and no surprise to the top of the leaderboards was that 88 driver there, last year's champion. That's going to be the 88 of Sean Butler, but he gets quickly bumped down. Let's pull up the qualifying order right there on the left-hand side of the screen. Still 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and only a handful of drivers have put in a time. David Camara now goes to the top of the board, and well, just as David Camara goes to the top of the board, Sean Butler in the Mountain Dew car bumps him down 1 position. Well, and here he is, once again, ladies and gentlemen, the 49 of Robert Dudley. He is out here with his ALS car, and he's going to come across the line his first time lap. He's going to go P11 with a 40.627 on his first time lap. Right now, that's better than one driver out there, and that's going to be Todd Cray. But Todd's going to be coming off turn number 4 here in that number 22 ZL1 Camaro. He's going to be looking to see if he can improve his time. Where he's going to go? Oh, he's going to make a big jump up the leaderboard. He's going to go P3 with a 40.128. So a big jump on lap number 2 for the 22 of Todd Cray. Ethan Troutman bringing that South Point number 62 Camaro out onto the racing surface. He's going to try and get it wound up and see what he can do here tonight. Richard Murdoch just put in just put in his first time lap. He was P14 on the board. But how about Robert Dudley? He took that ALS car and he went straight to the top of the boards here. Second fastest for that Toyota out of the Dudley Racing Camp. Has got a good starting position here tonight. And, well, Barstool Sports out here represented on the number 20 of Brandon Minto. Going to be looking for a good starting spot as well. Brandon Minto, one of the guys last season who had wound up, and I shouldn't say wound up, I should say found himself in the chase. And unfortunately, things just didn't all come together at the season finale for him as Sean Butler won from Charlotte Motor Speedway. But Minto back in action this year with the Red Light Scrambler Series and looking to try and repeat to find himself in the Final Four. Christopher Rothrock just put in a time in the 84 machine. He went P8. So a good spot for Christopher Rothrock, going to find himself inside the top 10. But with just over 5 minutes, still half the field here in the Auto Club Speedway has yet to put in any kind of timed lap here in California. As who's going to go California dreaming here tonight is going to be the question. Brandon Minto comes across the line in the number 20, and he's going to jump up to P8, so that'll move Christopher Rothrock back to 9th. Lee Betzel right now holds on to the final top 10 spot. James Heater comes out here in the number 18. He goes straight to 9th on the board. Is he going to be able to better his second time to lap out there? Ron Holyfield comes across the line. He goes to the 4th position in the Smith & Wesson ZL1 Camaro. So the number 1 of Holyfield will be P number 4, and it looks like that'll be a one and done here for Ron Holyfield. Ethan Troutman goes out there. He puts down a blistering time. That South Point 62 goes second on the board with a 40.080. Sean Butler right now, though, is the only driver who has been into the 39-second bracket. As you see, he's got a 39.995 right now, as there's still 4 minutes. And here is now the number 3 of Tony Strano out here. One of the 2 Stranos out here tonight. As Max Terriot puts in a timed lap there. He goes 6th on the board in the 42. Max Terriot was last week's winner from Martinsville. Just was able to outlast everybody at the end of that race with a bunch of those green-white checkers coming out. As he goes 6th on the board, Tony Strano going to come across the line here. He'll complete his first timed lap. Where will he go? 21st quickest right now for the driver of that number 3. Here comes the Coast Guard machine driven by the 99 of Jeff Hollingsworth. You see him up top riding around here. He will officially now be on the clock here. So with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here, and looking at the timing and scoring, looks like we have about 9 guys who have not turned in a lap here tonight, and well, they still got plenty of time here as we still continue to watch the driver of the 99, Jeff Hollingsworth. He said this track here tonight is going to run pretty much like Daytona. The corners may be a little bit sharper, but you're still going to be able to run 3, 4 possible wide around this track, and it's going to be wide open. Jeff Hollingsworth goes 22nd position on his first lap as sails her back down into turn number 1. A big arc down there into turn number 1. He'll hit the white line down there, barely touching with the left side tires of that 99 Toyota. Down the backstretch, he is still screaming along. It may be Toyota powered, but it is on the move here in qualifying. Looking to hit the bumps going down the backstretch. It's not completely smooth here from Auto Club. Down in 3 and 4, it just looks like a pretty smooth lap here. Going to hit the apron out of turn number 4, put her down there the shortest distance around from turn 4 to the start-finish line. And Jeff Hollingsworth is going to go P number 2. Oh, just missing the 39-second bracket. Hollingsworth going to go 40.020 here in California. And with 2 minutes to go here in qualifying, doesn't look like any other driver out there on the track. We're going to step away for just a moment before we drop the green flag here from Auto Club. We're going to get that national anthem played, and we'll be right back here with the Red Light Scrambler Series.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air gave proof
Oh, welcome back here to the Auto Club Speedway. Qualifying has ended and it is now time to start taking to the grid here tonight. It's going to be a 75-lap shootout, 150 miles here from Southern California. And this is how they're going to line up for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the first row here tonight's going to be the 88 of Sean Butler. And starting right alongside him, that's going to be the 99 of Jeff Hollingsworth. Starting third here tonight, going to be the number 3, Tony Strano. Fourth position, going to go to the number 62 of Ethan Troutman. Fifth, going to go to the 49, Robert Dudley. And starting in the sixth position, it's going to be Michael Trevarthen in that 931. Starting seventh, going to be the number 1 hero, Ron Holyfield. And the 42, last week's winner of Max Terrill, is going to roll off in eighth. Ninth position here, we're going to go to the 01 of Richard Murdoch. Starting in the 10th position is going to be the 999 of Dustin Gainey. Starting in the 11th position, week number 1 winner, the 22 of Todd Cray. And how about David Camara? He's going to start there in the 11th position. 13th position going to go to Justin Gann in the 930. And starting 14th, Brandon Minto in the Barstool Sports number 20. Starting 15th here, it's going to be James Heater in the 18, and the Christopher Rothrock machine going to roll off 16th. 17th here tonight, that's going to be Lee Bedsole. 18th going to go to Nathan Maurer in the 971. 929 of Ira Kohlhaas starting 19th. Leo Bordage going to start in 20th. 21st going to go to Joe Strano, Ryan O'Dani in 22nd. 23rd going to go to James Durr, Eric Johnson there in 24th position. 25th position going to go to the 4 of Kyle Souza, Tim Blum 26th. 27th, the 86 of James Skelton, and there's DJ Anderson in 28th. 29th, Josh Buckley, Patrick Orr 30th, and rounding out the field going to be the 39 of Brian Phillips. That's how they're going to line up here to start this race as they roll down the backstretch here. We are just about ready to let these guys loose as Sean Butler going to lead us to green with Jeff Hollingsworth, who's going to be down into turn number 1 first. The next question is going to be who's going to be able to lead the first lap here tonight. 75 laps about to start here. Who's your favorite driver? Is it Sean Butler who's out front? Is it Jeff Hollingsworth? How about Michael Trevarthen starting 6th? He's one of those rookie candidates. Well, there's Dustin Gainey back there in 10th position. We're about to find out as they're going to have a shootout here for 75 laps tonight. 150 miles. Track 10 still sitting at the 65 degrees as the iRacing pace car makes the left-hand turn down pit road. And the green flag is waving. 75 laps to decide the winner here in Southern California. 31 drivers take the green flag here tonight. As they roll down into turn number 1, everybody's still trying to gain as much momentum down into turn 1. You're going to see them start to fan out. A little bit of too wide action as far as you can see here for your entire field. Nobody going away in the bottom lane, though. Right now, it is Sean Butler going down the backstretch, and he's got the 3 of Tony Strano up underneath him. But that outside lane, the 99 of Jeff Hollingsworth and the 62 there of Ethan Troutman starting to make a little headway down the backstretch, down towards turn number 3 as they come through 3 out of turn number 4 here to lead the first lap. As you see, Butler slides up the track just a little bit. Sean Butler is going to come across the line, and he will lead the first lap here from Auto Club. So with 1 lap in the books, you can really see about a 2 different strategy race going on as you see him 3 wide back there. That looks like that was Brandon Minto. Back there for about the 15th position. He was 3 wide, was Christopher Rothrock, and that looks like Lee Bedsole there for a moment as they were still 3 wide. Ira Kohlhaas back there, and the number 11 of Leo Bordage. Joe Strano were 3 wide, but we are still 2 wide here for the lead as Butler's down to the inside, and here comes the 99 of Hollingsworth. Butler going to go up there, going to try and take the air off. Oh, look at the crossover move out of turn number 4 by the 99 of Jeff Hollingsworth. It's still going to be Butler at the line. He's going to get credited with the lap lead, but now out to the front is the 99 here of Jeff Hollingsworth. As for a moment, it looked like the Ethan Troutman machine as Butler blinks out there coming out of the corner. Looked like a little smoke also out of the 49 of Robert Dudley as they came out of turn number 2. Right now, it's going to be Hollingsworth down the backstretch leading the way. Then it's Butler as look to the inside. Here comes the 49. Robert Dudley's going to make it 3 wide down into the corner. That's going to force Tony Strano up the track just a little bit. loose to the outside of him. That is the 931. That is Michael Trevarthen, as he is trying to bring that champion Ford Mustang to the front of the field here. Hollingsworth will now etch his name into the book here on lap number 4. Well, excuse me, lap number 3, and here comes that Mountain Dew car right back underneath the 99 here of Hollingsworth. It's going to be Sean Butler and Hollingsworth out of turn number 2 side by side as they were 3 wide back there for the 6th position. Here comes the number 1 of Ron Holyfield. He is right now to the inside of the number 3 of Tony Strano down the backstretch. Max Terriel is the 3rd car to the outside lane there. That is for the 6th, 7th, and 8th position right now. As, oh, look at the 3 of Strano up the track in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Look at them all fan out. 2 by 2 as Butler comes back across the line. He'll lead another one. That'll be his 3rd lap led here from Auto Club. These boys are not taking it easy at all. They are throwing haymakers 3 wide. Look at the man who's coming up through the field. That is going to be the 01. That is Richard Murdoch. He now finds himself inside the top 10 as he is right now rolling in the 7th position and digging for more on the outside. He is the 5th car on the outside lane as he is now side by side down towards turn number 3 with the number 1 of Ron Holyfield who was inside. Right now it is Sean Butler single file out front with Jeff Hollingsworth, and then it's Robert Dudley, and Michael Trevarthen right there battling for the 3rd position. At the line it'll be, well, once again the 88 of Sean Butler still leads the way, and he's getting a big push down that front stretch by that 99 right now. Also looking for the 3rd position. It looks like the 49 of Robert Dudley did take away the position. He will have sole possession for the time being, but here comes Michael Trevarthen. He's going to go right to the outside on the turn number 2. He got a really good run to the outside. Can he do anything with it? It looks like he'll clear the 49 of Dudley by the time they get down into turn 3. Dudley might have slipped a little bit off turn 2, lost a lot of momentum. With the 550 horsepower package here with the A-class cars, you get out of the throttle, you slip a little bit. As you see, into the outside wall, talking about slipping a little bit, I believe that might be Lee Bedsole, as that is correct. Lee Bedsole with a ton of damage on that car as the yellow flag is waving, and it's going to go to Lee Bedsole. And I think Ira Kohlhaas, Joe Strano, also something happening here on the front stretch after they saw Lee Bedsole down pit road. We're going to have to back it up here in just a moment. So 2 different accidents kind of bringing out the yellow flag here on lap number 7. Let's throw it back, see if we can find what happened there. Down pit road, you already see Lee Bedsole, and then Joe Strano, and it looks like Ira Kohlhaas coming together. We'll have to throw it back and see if we can find a little bit better angle of that. As you see Kohlhaas down into the grass with the shed number 929 machine. Let's throw it back just one more time. There to the outside, you see the Harley Davidson of Lee Bedsole. He is out there. What happens, though, here between Joe Strano and Ira Kohlhaas? Looks like Kohlhaas had to check up just a little bit, and then they went 3 wide. Oh, contact with the 955, I believe, of James Durr, I think, was involved in that one. We're going to back it up one more time, as that is correct. That's the Keen Parts Chevrolet there of James Durr. See, they were just about 4 wide contact with Strano, and then Strano turned down there into Kohlhaas, and that's what's going to bring out this yellow flag as Ira Kohlhaas down into the grass. Looks like a little rear end damage on the number 929 of Kohlhaas, and then Joe Strano also got maybe the worst of the second part of that incident. Lee Bedsole, though, did get a ton of the damage as he is down pit road. I'm not sure exactly how much damage is done to that car, as it looks like everybody's going to be coming down towards pit road here. 4 tires possibly going to be the way here. Well, full tank of racing fuel. Well, the first yellow flag waving tonight, and for the laps, it's probably going to allow a lot of these drivers to really understand how their car was handling, as it doesn't look like anybody is actually going to stay out. Everybody will come down pit road. Nobody's going to take the gamble and stay out there to possibly get a lap led here. So here on the first pit stop of the day, if you were going to see strategy played by anybody, right now might be the time, as I believe we're going to have a couple guys maybe have missed their pit stall, as it looks like Eric Johnson, Josh Buckley all missed their pit stall, and I believe it's going to be the 49 of Robert Dudley dropping the jack first and getting out across the line. It looks like a 2-tire stop for the 49 of Robert Dudley. Also a 2-tire stop here for the 01 of Richard Murdoch. Sean Butler going to be the first one with 4 fresh Goodyear tires. as he comes out running in that 5th position. Also looks like the 39 of Brian Phillips also may have missed his pit stall. So right now it's going to be credited with the 33, Eric Johnson, as your leader. The Dirty Mo driver for the 33 car is out front. Joshua Buckley is second. Robert Dudley is third. And then actually looks like Richard Murdoch. Yes, Murdoch is going to be credited with the 4th position. And rounding out that top 5 going to be the 88 of Sean Butler. So a couple different strategies here at Auto Club. 2 tire stops. A couple of guys maybe not wanting to miss their pit stall like Buckley and Johnson. I believe Buckley, though, he's going to come down pit road. As there you see the number 2 and the 39 both head towards pit road. They do want 4 fresh tires here possibly, as now they're going to be buried in the back of the field. We still have 28 drivers on the lead lap because Ira Kohlhaas did get turned back around and stayed on the lead lap. It looks like Joe Strano for the time being is shown 2 laps down actually, as he still continues to sit down there on pit road. So it's an unfortunate start here for the driver of the 43 of Joe Strano. As we're still under the yellow flag conditions here. Let's see if we can find Joe Strano and get a word in with Joe. Joe, you got a copy. It's Roger here in the booth.
Yeah, I got you, Roger.
Well, Joe, I know it's probably not the way you wanted to talk to me, as we still see the 43 is down pit road. Tell us what happened there on the front stretch.
You know, this game is a game of inches. I just turned her left a little bit too hard through the tri-oval. I didn't realize that I had a car that close to me below me. And clipped them, went around. I tried to keep it off the inside wall there, but at least I turned it to the side, so I didn't have any front end damage. I still got most of my body intact, but I'm still not looking good.
Yeah, it's not looking good right now. 2 laps down, Joe, and a bunch of left side damage on that 43 Victory Junction car. Are you going to get back out there on track is going to be the question.
Yeah, I'm going to stick around here. I'm going to see what I got for repairs, see if the team can get it back out on the track, see if I got some speed in it left. If not, I might just park it and get moving on to Gateway for next week.
Well, unfortunate start here for you, Joe, but try and rally back through the night.
Thank you very much, Roger.
Well, there you heard it from Joe Strano. He's going to stick around. He's going to try and see if he can get as much damage fixed to that car as he can and then back out onto the racing surface. But right now, it's Robert Dudley, Richard Murdoch, Sean Butler, Jeff Hollingsworth, your top 4. 5th place is going to be Michael Trevathan, and then it's Ron Holyfield, Ethan Troutman, Todd Cray, Max Terriel, and David Camara right now round out the top 10 as the lights on that iRacing pace car go out. We had some takers down pit road. It looks like Ira Kohlhaas, Eric Johnson, Kyle Souza, Tim Blum, and DJ Anderson all going to play a little bit of strategy game here. They're going to come back down. They're going to top it off, see how far they can then stretch it on fuel compared to your leaders. Johnson did lead a lap after missing his pit stall, and then he elected to come down pit road, so that's why it's going to turn it over to the guys out front here to be Dudley and Murdoch with 2 tires, and then, well, it's a slew of drivers with 4 fresh tires back there that are going to be hungry going down towards turn 1. Well, we got to thank everybody for tuning in here. It looks like we got a cast of characters out there in our live chat, so we do welcome you here to watch the Red Light Scrambler series on your Turn 3 Racing Network. You are watching a Muth in the Booth production here, and, well, with the Red Light Scrambler series, it's a match made in heaven, and they're going to show you why once we head down towards turn number 1. So we do appreciate you tuning in here tonight, as well does the Red Light Scrambler series, and all their drivers. 31 drivers took the green flag here tonight. Looks like right now 29 drivers still on the track. Joe Strano still hanging out on pit road, trying to get as much damage done to the Victory Junction 43 before he comes back out onto the track. But right now it's going to be Robert Dudley, Richard Murdoch as the green flag drops here once again. And we are racing down towards turn number 1. Who's going to get to turn 1 first is going to be the question. Is it going to be the inside lane? Will it be the outside lane? Inside lane looks a little formed up, a little bit better as Butler is pushing the 49 of Dudley down into turn number 1. That outside lane looks like got a little bit of a wiggle. Richard Murdoch up the track a little bit with the 99 of Jeff Hollingsworth ducking out of line. Here comes the 88 of Butler. There will be 3 wide down in towards turn number 3. As you saw him 3 wide. Now that 01 car there of Richard Murdoch has fallen backwards. He's got the 2 tires, and it just does not look like it is the grip, as he's got the 22 of Cray to the inside and that 42 of Terriel. Richard Murdoch right now hanging on for dear life. That time by at the line. I give that to the 49 of Dudley as he'll lead his second lap here, and the battle is for the lead. Murdoch falling still backwards just a little bit, loses another spot there, but it's going to be Sean Butler leading the outside charge with the 99 of Jeff Hollingsworth, trying to get around the ALS Association car there of Robert Dudley down into turn 3. Butler going to pinch the 49 down there just a little bit to the inside, trying to take the momentum away from him, trying to make him use up as much as he can. 2 tires to the bottom lane, 4 tires on the outside. Drag race to the start-finish line. Robert Dudley going to lead another one, and they're going to go 3 wide. Sean Butler going to be stuffed to the middle. Here comes Hollingsworth. Here comes Trevathan. Butler was able to rally back, though, through the middle of that corner there. He'll still hold on to P number 2. Dudley still holds on to the lead, but look at that outside lane thunder down the backstretch. Inching ahead there into turn number 3 was the Mountain Dew 88 car of Butler. But can he bring her back here to the start-finish line? Look at the wide angle he takes out of turn number 4. Can he keep the momentum up? Side drafts down. He will lead Sean Butler back to P1 in the lead. It's going to be the 88 Mountain Dew car of Sean Butler. But wow, look at that 49. I am very impressed with the tires that are on that 49. As he slides up a little bit. That's going to force Butler up and out of the groove. Look at everybody still 2 wide down the backstretch as you see him funnel out so the drivers can see behind him. Look at Richard Murdoch. He's starting to try and claw his way back up to the front here. He's going to look to the inside there on the 22 of Todd Gray, but he's not going to be able to make it happen. He's going to have to settle for being the 10th place car right now, but look at Justin Gann. He's also right there in the Oreo car, the 930. He's to the inside of David Camara. He was 3 wide with Brandon Minto to the inside there in turn 4. And here comes Jeff Hollingsworth now to the lead as they are 3 wide right behind him. Holyfield to the outside, Trevathan in the middle, and that is Robert Dudley down there on the bottom. The 2 tires for the Dudley machine is starting to fade just a little bit here on lap 16. Down into the corner there you saw Michael Trevathan trying to hold that champion Ford down to the bottom. As look at everybody swing out wide. Look at them all just fan out. It's very impressive. There's a lot of room here for Moto Club with this 2-mile track, and they are going to use every inch of racing surface they can here tonight. We've already seen one. That's Ira Kohlhaas machine. Use just about every inch as he went down into the front stretch grasses. Almost contact there in turn 1 and 2 between the 49 of Dudley and the number 1 of Ron Holyfield. 2 drivers that have a lot of experience driving door to door, nose to tail with each other, and they almost made contact right there down in turn 1 and 2. So it is Butler out front, Hollingsworth in second, Trevathan there in third, Holyfield in fourth, and Dudley rounding out the top 5. But check out this. I'm going to call it a scuffle back here as they work out of turn number 4. They are 3 wide back there. That's Richard Murdoch. That's David Camara. And then Max Terriel, all 3 wide. Remember, Max Terriel has locked himself into the chase. The Red Light Scrambler Series does have a chase format, and well, with his win last week at Martinsville, that locks him into the chase, and he doesn't have to worry about going out here as, well, look at this little bit of a battle up here. The 49 of Dudley's getting passed to the inside by the number 62 of Troutman. And look at a big run. Oh, they're going to be contact down there in 3. The 1 Holyfield is sideways in front of the field. We just talked about Max Terriel already having a win and not having to worry about anything, and now he gets involved in that. There you see the 1 of Holyfield rolling away. A little bit of left side damage on the Smith & Wesson number 1. That's not what Ron Holyfield wanted to see, as he was having a really good start here of the race as he was turned around. Let's go back and watch what went down here at the front of the field. As there you see to the outside, the Smith & Wesson number 1 of Holyfield tries to take a good arc. Doesn't know the 62 there of Troutman is coming into the inside. He goes around, he tries to save it. Terriel with nowhere to go in that number 42. And that could have been a lot worse than what it was. There's a couple other guys that are spinning, but it doesn't look like anybody with real serious contact. I believe that might have been the 81 with Patrick Orr, who spun around there. We'll throw it back. We didn't see exactly where Patrick Orr got involved in this. Let's watch as he was running right around. I believe that is the 20th position at the time of this. See all the smoke out in front of him. Patrick Orr, oh, he gets tagged from behind by DJ Anderson. And that Caramel M&M's 81 just goes for a little bit of a slide. I believe both drivers are going to be all right. I don't think there's too much damage on either, and maybe just a slight crinkle to the right front fender of the 51 of DJ Anderson. But as we talk about it, everybody is actually coming down pit road here once again. 4 fresh tires for the slew of the field, and everybody will be back out. As you see that 43 of Strano coming back out onto the racing surface after being down there for looks like 9 laps he spent on pit road. So 2 drivers not coming down pit road. As Dudley having a little bit of problems coming into his pit. He had to back up. He's trying to get the 49 squared away into his pit box. It doesn't look like he has it yet. Winning the race off pit road, though, is going to be the 99 of Hollingsworth. Then it's going to be Sean Butler, Todd Craig, Justin Gann, Richard Murdoch, David Camaro, Ryan O'Danny, Michael Trevarthen going to come out there running in your 10th position. Staying out on the track, though, to possibly lead a lap, it's going to be the 39 Yingling Camaro. That'll be the 39 of Brian Phillips. Kyle Souza also staying out on track in that Ford Mustang back there. 2 guys behind your 2 leaders. That'd be Lee Betzel there in the 997 and Joe Strano. Both those drivers were wrapped up in that first yellow flag of the night. They are both able to get the repairs done to their car to get them back out onto the racing surface. So here on lap number 20, we're under yellow flag conditions. Now it looks like Phillips and Souza are going to bring those 2 cars down pit road. They've been out there on 9 and 11 lap old tires, so they'll come down. They're going to get some service done, and then they will be back out onto the racing surface. So Hollingsworth now finds himself in the lead after yellow flag pit stops here. Butler is second, Cray is third, and Gann is sitting there in 4th. That's how your top 4 will line up. Well, while we're here under this yellow flag conditions, let's see. Do we have possibly one of the drivers out there that was wrapped up in one of the first yellow flags? Let's see if we can get a word in with the driver of the 929 of Ira Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas, you got a copy. It's Muth here in the booth.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, looks like you got a little bit of damage. You're missing the rear quarter panel there on that 929 car, or 33, depending on whose screen you're exactly looking at here tonight. Ira, what happened, and is that car still going to be competitive here at the 2-mile track from Auto Club?
Well, I wasn't really wanting to go 3 wide there, but the momentum is so vital here if you're going to keep up with the front of the pack. And I got down there on the bottom, and then the next thing I know, I was looking at the stands.
Yeah,
but it feels pretty good.
It feels pretty good. Right now, you're back there in the 18 spot. You got 4 fresh tires on this car. Are you going to be able to get to the front?
Hopefully. I don't want to push it 3 wide anymore. Lesson learned. But I guess if the opportunity is there, I'll take it. You know, we still got over 50 laps to go, so there ain't no reason to push real hard. But if a line's moving, I'll jump in it.
Well, you've definitely got to go where the momentum is. But before we let you go, a little new sponsorship on the hood of this 929 car.
Yeah, Michael Bromley, he's become a pretty good friend through this iRacing thing, and he's one heck of a painter. He's painted a lot of throwbacks for me, and he designed this car, and I got RJS Automotive on the side of it. That's one of my good friends. It's like a second dad to me, I guess you could say, and he's one of the reasons why I'm in racing and know 90% of what I do. So proud to be running this Bromley Designs RJS Automotive car, and we'll see if we can't get a decent finish out of it.
Well, it's a little tore up, but Kohlhaas still has a chance here tonight as we double them up once again here to try and go back to green flag racing. 54 laps on the ticker left here in this one, 53 once we take the green flag. And when we take the green flag, it'll be in the hands of Jeff Hollingsworth. John Butler, Todd Cray makes his appearance up here in the 3rd position. Justin Gann, Richard Murdoch now has 4 fresh tires on that 01 car. Let's see how he's going to be able to fire off now with 4 fresh tires compared to 2 tires on that 01 car. David Camara is going to line up 6th. Ryan O'Danny going to start there in your 7th position. Michael Trevarthen going to roll off 8th. Gainey going to roll 9th. And Tony Strano got that 10th position on lockdown for the time being. But once the iRacing pace car leaves the racing surface here at Auto Club, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. And these boys and girls are about to pull the belts tight a little bit and throw a couple haymakers out there. iRacing pace car down to the left. And here we go once again. The green flag is waving, and back to green flag action we go on the lap 23. Pretty good start by your front 4, actually, as Cray and Gann get to the back bumpers of your leader as they are headed down towards turn 1, and it's going to be a drag race into 1, though, just nosing ahead just for the time being. That's going to be the 99 of Jeff Hollingsworth. He's got the Coast Guard on the side of that car, and he is guarding the lead as best as he can. He's got a fellow companion back there, though. Normally you see the 22 of Cray in a little bit of a police throwback, but he doesn't have that. He's got the Clocks by Christopher multi-color machine out here tonight, and down off turn number 4 they come here for the first time back under green flag conditions. It's going to be the 99 of Hollingsworth, then it's going to be Cray, and then it's going to be, it looks like for the time being, it's going to be that Mountain Dew 88 of Butler. Murdoch to the inside here, though, trying to take away the position. Here comes the 930 of Gann, though, to the back bumper of the 88, trying to push that outside lane. We've seen the outside lane be able to work here as you see the 43. Joe Shrano slow on the apron of the racing surface, trying to allow all these guys to get around him, not wanting to interfere with things. Big move, though. I believe that's that Aqua car to the outside. It's the Dirty Mo 999 of Gainey. And back up inside the top 10. He's got a little bit of nose damage on that Dirty Mo car, but I think as long as he stays in the draft, as you see him go from the inside to the outside lane, he should still be pretty good. 3 wide at the front of it. Here comes Richard Murdoch down to the inside, trying to take away the 4th position from Todd Cray. And look at the big move, Justin Gann from the outside to the inside. He's dunking some of those Oreos in the milk. And he's not wanting no Mountain Dew as he's going to look to the inside here on that 88 of Sean Butler out of turn number 2. Oh, look at Butler kind of coming down off the wall a little bit. Made Justin Gann had to think about where he was really going to take that Oreo machine. Down the backstretch they go, and he's still going to look to the inside here. Contact! A little bit of a door bang there between the 88 of Butler and the 930 of Gann. They made it work, though. Off turn number 4 they come. It's still going to be Hollingsworth, Butler out front. And then it's Gann trying to hold off now the 01 of Murdoch and the 22 of Cray as they look to go 3 wide down here into turn number 1. As they're still 3 wide here coming out of turn number 2. As there you see the 930. He's going to slide up in front of the 01 of Murdoch. Look at the Murdoch machine wiggling down the backstretch. He is all over the back bumper there of Justin Gann. Your 2 leaders, though, are hooked up, nose to tail, and they are trying to run away from the field here. But with this big splitter on the back of this car, they're not getting away too fast. 2 different lines there for your leaders. Coming out of turn 4, and will still, though, be Hollingsworth at the line. And then it's Butler. Gann has now joined them, and he has pulled the rest of the field up along with him. A little bit farther back, the 2 car here of Josh Buckley has started at the rear of the field here tonight. Did not take a qualifying time as he has now worked his way up inside the top 15. And look at Ryan O'Danny. He is 3 wide right now with Christopher Rothrock and Tony Strano as they come down the backstretch. Strano going to get a little bit nose ahead here down into turn 3. Looks like, I believe, Ryan O'Danny maybe lifted a little bit. He got down to the bottom. He's going to try to look to the inside here on that 84 of Rothrock. Rothrock going to slide up the track just a little bit. He's going to block the run of Buckley, and looks like, look at that outside lane really start to pull on the Ryan O'Danny machine because he had nobody down there, no help to push that 98. He's at the front of the field here. It looks like we're having a little bit of a shakeup. Here comes Justin Gann to the inside of the 88 of Sean Butler as you see Jeff Hollingsworth kind of slicing down the backstretch there, trying to break the draft to try and see hope that him breaking the draft won't allow any of those other drivers to suck up towards him towards turn number 3. And they are really throwing haymakers. Oh, almost into the outside wall was the 01 there. Coming out of turn number 4, Richard Murdoch swung the 01 car really high, almost into the outside wall as he had no clean air on the front nose of the 01 machine as he's pushing really hard on the back bumper of that 22 of Todd Look at them all come down the backstretch. They are still fighting for the 3rd position on back. That 4th position is where the battle is. It's Todd Cray and David Camaro right now. Camaro is bringing the clocks by Christopher, the Infinite Hero 72 to the front here. He now has the 4th position as he looks to the inside of Todd Cray. Coming to work lap number 10 here since we went back to green flag racing. Just out in front of your leaders here is the lap down car. I believe that is the 43 of Joe Strano. He has been able to move out of the way of a lot of your leaders here tonight. Doesn't want to interact, doesn't want to interfere, as here comes the 88 of Butler looking back to the inside on the Oreo car. Down the backstretch you can see a lot of guys have started to single file out and go to the outside, but once we get down here into the corner, everybody fans out. Everybody picks a little bit different line. Look at everybody. Todd Cray was out there, and then he kind of got shuffled out. Now he'll be the car to the outside. Oh, the 01 of Murdoch sideways. That's going to put the 999 of Gainey sliding through the grass, coming through pit road. I believe that was Michael Trevarthen as he is trying to whoa up that 931, but it looks like we're going to stay green flag racing. That all started with, I believe, the 01 of Murdoch getting sideways. And then Dustin Gainey up into the outside wall, and that's going to collect Michael Trevarthen. Trevarthen is down pit road, and I believe he's sitting in his pit stall right now, but they are 3 wide, just about to be 4 wide down in turn number 3. Strano to the bottom, trying to stay out of the way of the leaders as we have a battle for the lead. Here comes Justin Gann. Can he get back to the start-finish line here and lead a lap with his Oreo 930 car? He is not going to be able to make it to the line before the 99 of Jeff Hollingsworth makes it there. Hollingsworth going to lead another one. He's been out front with the Coast Guard Toyota here for the last 15 laps. Since he's got the lead, he has not given it up. He is holding it strong. Here comes Butler back to the inside here, down out of turn number 2. Down the backstretch they come thundering. It's the 99, the 930, and then it's the 88. Look at Murdoch. He is still hanging with your lead pack here after getting sideways out of turn 4. He's still got that flame car sitting there 5th. Right behind him, then it's going to be the 22 of Todd Cray. Then it's the Christopher Rothrock Keen Parts. Look at Shaggy. Look at Scooby-Woo. They are sitting there in the 7th position. Ryan O'Danny, though, he is back here, and he's got the Hornet's Nest behind him. O'Danny right now runs in your 8th position, and he's got himself a good top 10 car right now. Sitting right behind him, that's going to be the number 2, the Miller Genuine Draft, number 2 of Josh Buckley. And rounding out the top 10, and well, he might not be in the top 10 for much longer, because here comes the 49 of Dudley. It's going to be Strano and Dudley battling for the 10th position right now. Strano has it, Dudley wants it, and he's got a hungry 62 car right behind him as almost contacts Strano into the outside wall out of turn number 4. Turn 4 seems to be the place that all these drivers are having a little bit of trouble with. That time it was Robert Dudley, and then it was the number 3 of Tony Strano that were side by side, and Strano getting the worst end of the stick as he was into the outside wall with that 3 car, but it looks like he's going to be able to carry on as Dudley up and out of the groove there out of turn number 2. That's going to allow, I believe that was the 18. That is the 18 of James Heater around him. And now here comes the 62 of Troutman. He's going to look to the inside of that ALS car, see if he can take away the position. But I think that outside lane is going to roll here. Troutman not going to get the turn off turn 4. Oh, up almost into the outside wall was Robert Dudley. Aerodynamics coming into a factor here. Here comes the 33 of Eric Johnson to the outside on the Robert Dudley machine. Troutman to the inside, and he's going to try and make the pass down there to the inside in turn 1. He's also got the number 11 of Leo Bordage with him. As look at Dudley, he goes from the middle lane all the way to the outside lane. Something may have broke there on the Dudley machine. Doesn't seem to be handling the way he wants it to, as they're just about 4 wide down the backstretch. As they settle the 4 wide dispute into a 2 wide dispute by the time they get down there into turn number 3. That was DJ Anderson in the 51 Baja Mountain Dew Blast car. He's right now running in the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th position as he falls through the field just a little bit there on the timing and scoring. He runs right now 14th that time by at the line. Leaders are still single file. You got to go all the way back to about the 8th position for the first side-by-side battle, and that battle is going to be here between the number 2 of Josh Buckley and the Ryan O'Danny 98 car. They are still side-by-side down the backstretch. This is for 7th and 8th. O'Danny had the position. O'Danny had the position as he is still hold on to that position. As right now, it looks like your top 10 has started to single file out. Nobody is really battling. You still got to go back here to the DJ Anderson, Leo Bordage, Patrick Orr, Robert Dudley, and Ira Kohlhaas, because they are still trying to decide who wants what position. Kohlhaas looking to the inside here in that 49 of Dudley. Dudley going to close the door down into turn number 1. As Dudley closed the door on Kohlhaas, then that opened up another door right in front of him as Orr through the 81 Caramel M&M's car to the inside here on, well, if we were in NASCAR, it would be a teammate. The number 11 there of Leo Bordage driving the FedEx number 11 car. That outside lane, though, seems to be working pretty well for Leo Bordage. A little bit of a wiggle out in front of him. That was going to be the 51 of DJ Anderson. He's pulling this little bit of a train. Right now, they are sitting at a gap of 3, and that time by, as it updates, 4.2 seconds to your leader right now of Hollingsworth and Butler. Here comes Dudley. He's looking to the inside. Oh, the car pushes a little bit in the center of the corner. He's going to have to check up just a little bit. Now here comes the 929 of Kohlhaas. Trying to get to the inside. He's not going to have the momentum. He has a lot of damage. Kills the straightaway speed there in the Kohlhaas machine. So Kohlhaas right now will have to pull back into the 17th position and just ride it out. Green flag pit stops probably looming in the near future here for a lot of your leaders. Looking at maybe in the next 5 to 6 laps, you're going to be looking to see everybody start to kind of come down pit road. Not going to be able to make it here on just one more stop. You're most likely looking to see guys come down maybe once, maybe twice just yet, unless a yellow flag comes out. We'll then take that little scratch pad of paper and throw it out into the waste can, because right now, coming to complete lap 39 here, that'll give us 36 laps to go. It'll be Jeff Hollingsworth coming across the line with the Sean Butler Mountain Dew car sitting there second, and Justin Gann just hanging right there in your third position. DJ Anderson is going to actually lead a couple of them right there down pit road. They're going to possibly look to split this in half for the second half of the stage. Oh, or into his pit wall there. Tried to slide it into pit road, and he slid it right into the pit wall. So it's Anderson or down pit road. Dustin Gainey down pit road. Max Terriol is also down pit road as your leaders are coming through turns 3 and 4. It looks like here comes Jeff Hollingsworth. He's going to look to peel to the inside. As here comes a couple others. It looks like David Kamara coming down pit road. The 22 of Todd Gray, and then the number 2 of Joshua Buckley also coming down pit road. Robert Dudley is down. And I believe that's the Christopher Rothrock machine. That'll turn things back over here on lap 41 to the 88 of Sean Butler and Justin Gann. Richard Murdoch still out there leading, or not leading, but he is sitting there in that lead pack there of 3 cars. Ryan O'Danny is sitting back there in 4th. James Heater is sitting there in your 5th position. And it's Johnson and Troutman. Wardage, Blum, Kohlhaas, your top 10. Who's going to be the next group of cars down pit road? As it looks like the Ryan O'Danny is going to be bringing down pit road, I think, and possibly actually everybody else. Your leaders all coming down pit road here too. So your top 5, your top 6, all headed down towards pit road, trying to get them woed up here. Justin Gann over to the right side. That's turned things over now here to the number 18 of James Heater. So green flag pit cycle starting to cycle through here. And it's looking like 4 tires and a full tank of fuel for a lot of your leaders, as there is the 99 of Hollingsworth. He's going to go a lap down. He'll be the first car 1 lap down, sitting in the 12th position right now. So as James Heater still continues to circle the racing surface, it looks like he's going to be headed down towards pit road this time. So he'll bring the 18 in. And it looks like the number 10 of Tim Blum, Leo Bordage, and then I believe that was the number 20 of Brandon Minto, also coming back down pit road. He was just down pit road not too long ago, but it looks like now everybody has been down pit road. Sean Butler is coming off pit road as he just had his service done here. 13.9 seconds in his box. A blistering stop by the 88 of Butler, and I believe he's going to come back out here, and he will take the lead because right behind them, these guys are all battling for position. It's the 99 of Hollingsworth, Todd Crane, the 22, the 72 of David Camara, 930 of Justin Gann, and then is Richard Murdoch also sitting there. And I believe that is the 1 of Ron Holyfield also at the tail end of that group. He is 1 lap down. Ryan O'Danny right now rounds out the top 10, but that's all about the jumble, move everybody up a position or two here, because Butler's going to take the lead, and look at Hollingsworth has run him down. So now, remember, it was Hollingsworth who got the pit road first, but it's Butler that's going to take over the lead here after our green flag cycle. So your front two is Sean Butler, Jeff Hollingsworth, Todd Cray, David Camara, Justin Gann. The top 5 after green flag pit stops. Then it's Richard Murdoch sitting right there in the 6th position. There you see as we're under yellow flag conditions, something has happened off turn number 4 as the 2 car of Josh Buckley has turned sideways. The 62 of Troutman is there. Looks like Nathan Maurer. And the 18, James Heater, involved here on lap 44 with 32 laps to go in this one. The yellow flag going to come back out here, and we're really going to have to dissect this one. I'm not sure if we have right where it's going to be, as see it has already started there. We'll throw back just a little bit farther. What happens to the number 2 here of Josh Buckley as they come out of turn number 4? There you see the 18 of Heater coming back onto the racing surface. 2 faster cars go to split the 18, and then what happens is, it looks like the 18 and the 2 make contact. Rothrock is right there. Troutman nowhere to go. They pile him up. The 18 of Heater down to the inside, and look at the 971 there of Nathan. Tried to slow her up. Just unfortunately nowhere to go for Nathan in the 971. Let's go back and see if we can get on board with the 971 of Nathan as they were working down out of turn number 4. Ride from the passenger side, gyro cam here with Nathan. As you hear him off the throttle, and then just nowhere for him to go as he runs right into the back of the car there of the Ethan Troutman 62. And I think the motor actually had gone and expired then on that machine, as your leaders were just down on pit road. I believe everything has really cycled through before that yellow flag came out. Well, what a time for a caution flag just outside the window that these guys could possibly make it on green, or on this tank of fuel. But it actually looks like half the field is kind of split decision here. Looks like Sean Butler going to hold your leaders out there, and then 16th on back, Tony Strandl, Michael Trevarthen, Ira Kohlhaas, Kyle Souza, Dustin Gainey, all down pit road, along with James Durr. So a couple different strategies going to be playing out here. Those guys that just pitted possibly thinking that, well, if we get a green flag run, because we're in the draft, we may be able to just stay out here. Might be able to sneak one away on strategy. Your leaders out here going, nope, no way, no how. We're not going to be able to make it on fuel. So Butler and Hollingsworth, along with Cray and Camara and Gann, all thinking that, well, it's not possible to really make it this far, so it's not worth putting ourselves in risk towards the back of the field here to be caught up in something. They will stay out. So it's coming down to the drama towards the end of the race here with the Red Light Scrambler Series. 30 laps to go this time by when the iRacing pace car hits that line. And the lights are still on that iRacing pace car. So we're going to step away for a moment, and we'll be right back here at the Auto Club Speedway with your Red Light Scrambler Series for more green flag racing action.
for a splash. Three, two, one, now. All clear. Punch it. Great job. You did really well.
As these guys are dreaming in Southern California, seeing who's going to be able to pull out the victory here from the Auto Club Speedway. We are 29 laps away from crowning a winner here tonight on Monday night for the Red Light Scrambler Series. Is it going to be Sean Butler who's sitting out front right now? Or will it be the 99 of Jeff Hollingsworth, Todd Cray, David Camara? Or maybe it's that rookie we've seen, Justin Gann, be really quick here in that Oreo machine. Can he come up here and spoil the fun here tonight? We're about to find out as the iRacing pace car is about to duck down onto pit road. There it goes. He is off the racing surface, and we're going to get these bad boys wound up here. It's going to be 28 laps to go here when the green flag comes out. And there it is. Green flag is out, and we're going to be California dreaming here with 28 laps to go. Butler on the inside lane got a pretty good start. That outside lane's getting a real good shove, though, for the 99 of Hollingsworth with David Camara back there. But that inside lane just really seemed to go as now Todd Cray's going to jump out of the inside lane. He's going to try and take the momentum to the outside. Butler going to block him coming out of turn number 2. As Butler played a little bit of the blocking game, it's going to open things up. Todd Cray going to go to the outside. He's got Justin Gann going along with him. Ryan O'Danny, he's trying to get to the back bumper of the 88 of Sean Butler. They're going to go 3 wide here out of turn number 4. Ryan O'Danny down low, then it's going to be Gann in the middle, and then it's Cray to the outside. 3 wide across the line. Sean Butler going to lead another one just by the splitter of that Camaro as they go down towards turn number 1. They are still 3 wide. Cray still to the outside. He's going to lose momentum, though. He's going to fall back to the 3rd, to the 4th spot. Here comes Ryan O'Danny. Gann going to slip off turn number 2. Down the backstretch they go. They are 2 by 2. For as far as you can see, that looks like that is the top 20 side by side as Gann gonna nose ahead on the outside lane there, trying to take the lead for the first time here tonight. The driver of that Oreo machine gets a good run, but here comes Sean Butler. He's gonna power back. Who's gonna have it at the line? Look at the push there from the 22. It will be Justin Gann leading with only 25 laps to go for the first time. Justin Gann now goes to the point. The question is, with so many laps left in this event here tonight, who's going to be able to pull off the victory? Can Gann hold off the charge of the field? It's not just one driver that he has to worry about. Right now, anybody who's on the lead lap has a chance to win it, as Hollingsworth is still side by side with Ryan O'Danny back there. Nowhere to go for the 99 Coast Guard machine. Look at him. He loses the front end of that 99 just a little bit out of turn number 4. We've seen multiple people lose the nose of their car here tonight coming out of 4. A couple of them have wound up into the outside retaining wall. A couple of them have ended up, well, hit it down toward the pit road with a lot of speed. But Hollingsworth was able to point the 99 in the right direction. Leading his second lap was the 930 that time by of Justin Gann. As look at everybody, they're still doubled up here. That looks like your top, well, 14 drivers right there still side by side as Richard Murdoch's sitting there in the 11th position. Tim Blum has found that tied ride number 10 up inside the top 10. Well, 10s are wild for Tim Blum right now as he runs in the 10th position. Christopher Rothrock has battled back inside the top 10. He right now runs in the 9th position. Oh, look at Rothrock slide off the bottom groove there. He just barely finds enough room in front of Tim Blum, as Blum and him are going to lose a lot of positions on the outside as that Rothrock machine just looked like it slipped through the center of the corner and straight up the elevator chute. It went into the 3rd lane, and Tim Blum being nice enough to check up that tied ride, and they may have lost position, but they still got plenty of time to make up those positions they have lost. Michael Trevarthen, though, after being down pit road, remember, he had got pushed down pit road in that champion 931 car. He is now back onto the lead lap, and he is running in that 10th spot out front. It is still Gann, then it's Butler, then it's O'Danny, and then it is Cray. 23 laps to go here. California Dream, and these drivers are under the lights. And look at Richard Murdoch. He's not dreaming. He says, this is for real. I'm coming down the inside. 3 wide down the backstretch they go. That middle lane, though, the 51 car, looks like he's going to be able to hold off the 01 of Murdoch. So Anderson going to hold the 7th position. Murdoch going to have to fall back into the 9th spot, as now Butler is out front here out of turn number 4. So Butler's going to lead another one. Give Butler 20 laps now that he has put the 90 or the 88 out front. Look at Hollingsworth with a big move from the outside lane down to the inside, trying to take away the position from the 22 of Todd Cray, and that'll be the 4th position. Hollingsworth has it for the time being, but can he make the complete pass? Because right in front of him, that is the Ryan O'Danny car. And O'Danny holds on to second as he's going to look. Butler's going to slice across the front nose. That's going to pack the air onto the Ryan O'Danny car. He's going to have to check up a little bit. That's going to allow Hollingsworth to get a run out of turn 4. Nowhere to go, though, for Jeff Hollingsworth. He hit a big brick wall of air. O'Danny down to the inside as they will go 3 wide into turn number 1. O'Danny to the inside. Hollingsworth in the middle, and Gann all the way out top, running the high lane. He's going to be the loser of the battle. He'll lose 2 positions. So it's Butler, Hollingsworth, O'Danny, and then it's Gann, and O'Danny is now side by side for the 3rd position. This is the closest battle to the front, but the battle is, you name it, it is everywhere on track. You can see it in all of our camera angles as everybody is still side by side. Murdoch is still side by side back here with Cray, as it looks like now Gann right in front of Todd Cray, and Richard Murdoch is going to take the 3rd position. Ryan O'Danny is going to be in 4th. Then it's Cray and Murdoch for the 5th and 6th position. Still trying to figure out who's going to have that. And then it's David Camara just right there lurking, trying to figure out which lane is going to prevail here so he can follow that group. Looks like Robert Dudley coming back out onto the track. Oh, contact with the 01. Murdoch's around, and oh, he's in the middle of the track. Murdoch is sideways in the Iron Bird Brewing Company number 01 ZL1 Camaro, and that's going to bring out a yellow here with 20 to go. We're going to have to throw it back as our camera had just panned to the 01 of Murdoch there as he was already sideways. Let's see if we can find a good angle over top. What happens here coming out of turn number 2. Camara's up top. It looks like 2 drivers go for the same room. Camara into the outside wall. Murdoch spinning. I think he gets a little piece of heater, but I don't believe anybody else gets wrapped up in that. As I believe everybody, they pointed forward. It looks like a lot of damage, though, for the David Camara machine. A lot of front end damage, a little right rear damage on the TikTok Christopher car. So if, ladies and gentlemen, you thought you had the strategy played out here tonight, guess what? I told you don't write it on a piece of paper because you would be crumbling it up here tonight. Well, with 20 laps to go, the yellow flag going to come out, and now this will be the final final stop of the night. It's going to be the money stop. Who can get into the pit box and out of pit road the fastest? We're about to find out. 25 drivers still on the lead lap here, and they're all going to be coming down pit road here. Might be able to find a couple guys that are willing to take a 2-tire stop as you see everybody down pit road, everybody headed for the box. Getting a wave around here to be put back onto the lead lap. Going to be the 86 of James Skelton. That'll put 23 drivers on the lead lap. A lot of drivers you already see down and away. 4-tire stops for a lot of them. Looks like Gann going to have a good stop there. He's going to get out in front of Ryan O'Danny, but coming across the line first, it'll be Sean Butler, the 99 of Hollingsworth, and then it looks like Gann, O'Danny, and then Johnson are going to be your top 5 out of pit road. Kyle Souza staying out here. Not sure if this was a planned attempt by the driver of the number 4 or if this was a possibly try to get a lap lead here, because it looks like there's actually some damage. If we can get a closer camera angle on this 4, it's actually a pretty clean Haas number 4 car. No damage on the front end of that machine. very awkward paint job here, throwing us for a little bit of a loop here tonight on Monday night. 18 laps to go under a yellow flag here at Auto Club. Gives Kyle Souza the lead for the moment. The question is, though, is he coming down pit road? And it looks like he's going to bring that number 4 down pit road. But we'll turn everything right back over to the man who had the lead before the yellow flag came out. It's Sean Butler, Jeff Hollingsworth, Justin Gann, Ryan O'Danny. Then it's Eric Johnson, Todd Cray, Michael Trevathan, Tim Blum. Then it's DJ Anderson. That rounds out the top 10 here with 17 laps to go. Well, we asked it before, who is going to be the one who wins here tonight from Auto Club? Can Sean Butler hold on to the lead? Or, well, Jeff Hollingsworth is still knocking on that back door. Now the rookie sensation of Gann sitting there third for fresh tires on his Oreo machine. Who thinks DJ Anderson running back there in the 9th position could possibly come up here and steal a win away? Ron Holyfield in the Smith & Weston number 1. He was towards the front of the field here early on. Remember, he went around off the front bumper of the 62 of Ethan Troutman. Troutman now sitting right now 14 laps down, back out onto the racing surface in the 29th position. But Holyfield, though, well, sitting 15th right now. All you got to ask for in a race, at the end of a race, after 150 laps of a race, is just to have a chance. All you want to do is come out of turn 4 and have a chance. Right now, Holyfield in the 15th spot. It may look a little slim, but, well, there is still, like I said, a chance for Ron Holyfield to get back to the front. James Heater has had a fast number 18 car tonight. He's gone around in a little bit of a spin earlier, but I think he still has a clean enough number 18 Toyota that he could possibly get back to the front. Sitting 12th right now. And somebody who's been having just a pretty quiet night, it's the FedEx man himself. If it fits, it ships out of FedEx, and that's Leo Bordage. It looks like a clean FedEx Toyota Camry. He'll restart in the 10th position. The lights on the pace car are going to go out, so we're going to take the green flag with, looks like 15 laps to go. And your 2 most laps sled here tonight, leaders, are going to start on the front row. The 88 of Butler and Hollingsworth going to start there in your 2nd spot. Your leader, Sean Butler, came into the night tied with the 5th position in points with the 33 of Eric Johnson and the number 20 of Brandon Minto. Jeff Hollingsworth came in tied with Christopher Rothrock for the 9th position. And both those drivers right now but doing exactly what they need to do to score the most points here from Auto Club. But with 15 laps to go, well, don't count your chickens before they hatch, because you never know what's going to happen here. It's the Monday Night Madness with the Red Light Scrambler series. So as they work out of turn 4, you're going to wait to see the iRacing pace car make the left-hand turn, and then it will be in the hands of those 2 cars out front. 88 Butler, 99 Hollingsworth, and a hungry field of drivers behind them. Green flag is out, and we're going to come up through the gears here once again. As they come down through turns 1, it's going to be the inside lane prevailing just a little bit. That inside lane is really moving down the backstretch, headed towards turn number 3. Gann all over the back bumper of Butler. As they head down into the corner, that outside lane just did not fire off the way that the 99 of Hollingsworth would have really liked it to. So coming out of turn 4 towards the front stretch here, leading once again, going to be Butler out front, then it's Gann, and Gann's going to jump to the outside now. He sees the 99 of Hollingsworth with a big run. Butler going to go up there and try and block it. Butler back down to the bottom lane. Now he's got the 33 of Eric Johnson to worry about. They come down the backstretch. Gann still hanging the Oreo car to the outside. Hollingsworth is there. Gann slips up. It's going to be the 99 of Hollingsworth and the Coast Guard machine to take advantage of that one. 13 laps to go. 39-second lap last time by. The fastest lap here tonight was ran by the 01 of Richard Murdoch back on lap 51. And I believe as we get closer to the end of this race, things are going to amp up because here comes the 99 of Hollingsworth. He's going to go to the inside. Now he's going to try and duck all the way to the bottom lane. The 88 of Butler out of turn 2, though. He's going to block it. Down the backstretch they come. Hollingsworth pushing the 88 down into turn 3. Hollingsworth is trying to push the 88 of Butler as far as he could down there into turn 3, hoping that the 88 of Butler was going to make a mistake. He did not make a mistake that time by. So at the line with 12 to go now, actually, it's still going to be Butler out front. Now Hollingsworth looks to the outside. Butler going to block him once again. They're going down into the corner. Here comes that 930. Justin Gann going to get a good run. What can he do once he comes off turn 2 with a head of steam? He'll stay to the outside, but look at the 99 of Hollingsworth all over that bumper. He is not going to let Sean Butler bully him around. He plays bumper tag down the backstretch into turn 3. They come. Here comes Ryan O'Danny. He's on the inside. He gets tight. He's going to have to lift. As Ryan O'Danny lifts, look at that. There goes Justin Gann once again. Here comes Michael Trevathan to the inside. Ryan O'Danny going to lose a ton of positions. He's going to go from running third all the way through. Looks, well, possibly the 6th position, almost the 7th position, as Todd Cray is to the outside of him trying to take away the position. He's going to fall to the inside lane. Ryan O'Danny headed the wrong direction here in the Fire Detroit hot sauce car, and not the direction you want to be headed here in the closing laps of the event. Out front, though, it is still coming to get 10 to go. It'll still be Sean Butler leading the way. Jeb Hollingsworth there in second. This may not be how they look in 10 laps, but it is how they look right now. Butler out front, Hollingsworth in second. Gann there sitting third. Johnson is fourth. Trevathan is fifth. O'Danny is now sixth. And, well, and then it's kind of a battle as you saw the Ryan O'Danny car get a little bit sideways down the backstretch as Todd Cray was giving him a big shove down the backstretch. Cray going to go to the inside now here on Ryan O'Danny and try and take away that 6th position. Can he get there? As, somebody into the outside wall. The 84 of Christopher Rothrock is going to go around. Rothrock is going to bring out another yellow here. And the front end of that Scooby-Doo machine is absolutely tore off that car. 9 laps to go. Puts us under a yellow flag. Now the question is going to be, what do you do here? After we check out this replay, we'll see what the strategy is going to be for the guys out front here. Let's go over top as we watch here from our camera a little bit higher up. Looks like the 84 just loses the nose into the wall a little bit, and then the car just sucks around. It bites back to the outside wall. Hard impact with that outside wall. So the Corvette Keene parts car. Well, Scooby, it's seen a little bit better days, if you will. Now Sean Butler is our leader here. Hollingsworth is shown second with Gann third. Johnson is fourth. Trevathan sitting there fifth. O'Danny is 6th. Cray is 7th. Blum is 8th. Anderson 9th, with Heater running in the 10th position. Well, the dreaded iRacing Mustang back out and on the racing surface. So that means we're going to get a re-rack and a re-stack here in just a moment here from Auto Club. Well, we're going to step away. We're going to wet the old whistle, and we will be right back here from Auto Club to bring you the finish of this race. Well, welcome back here, race fans, here at Auto Club Speedway. And, well, as we cut away to commercial break, we had a couple guys dive towards pit road here, and this is how things are going to shake up just a little bit. Your top four drivers, Jeff Hollingsworth, Michael Trevarthen, Ryan O'Danny, and Tim Blum. Well, they are all going to stay out They're all going to stay out on old tires. And then behind them, you got a slew of drivers. You got Sean Butler, Justin Gann, Eric Johnson, DJ Anderson, James Heater. They all took 2 tires along with Patrick Orr, Dustin Gainey, James Skelton. 2 tires, then 4 tires from Leo Bordage, Todd Cray, Ron Holyfield, Tony Strano, Ira Cole-Haas, Kyle Souza, and a whole slew of other drivers behind him, all coming down. They put on 4 fresh tires here to try and finish this one out. So you got no tires versus 2 tires versus 4 tires. The question is going to be, who is going to be the first one back to the checkered flag? Looking at how this is going to shake up, we're going to have an attempt here that is not going to take us to the green-white checker, so we still have that in our back pocket if we need it. We hope that we won't need to go to overtime here in California, but it is always a possibility. Can somebody here play the strategy and stay out front here? Hollingsworth, Trevathan, or Danny, O'Danny, or maybe even Blum. We're just about to find out. Somebody in just a handful of laps is going to go California dreaming, and buckle up, race fans, because the iRacing pace car makes that left-hand turn. It is now off the racing surface, and we're going to go green flag here. 4 laps to decided here in California, and the green flag is back waving as you hear him coming up through the gears. Hollingsworth with a good start to the inside, but that outside lane just as even here on the restart. Are those 4 tires for the drivers towards the back going to play out? We're about to find out down into turn 1 with the old tires leading the way. Inside lane looks pretty good here. The outside lane just did not get through turns 1 and 2. Trevathan going to go up the track a little bit. That will open up the middle lane. Can the number 10 of Blum take advantage? Look at the 22 of Cray down below the white line down the backstretch. Here comes the number 10 of Tim Blum, though. Look at him, 4 wide out of turn number 4. How they made that work. Butler to the inside with O'Danny was in the middle. Gann was running the high lane, and then even higher was the number 10 of Blum. Here comes Gann. 3 laps to go, and there are 3 wide. Look at the madness at the front. Ryan O'Danny is stuck in the middle, nowhere to go, and there's a car sideways. I believe that was the number 11. Of Bordage. He was sideways. Look at him, 4 wide down the backstretch. 4 wide, and Butler's almost down onto the apron trying to get around Justin Gann for the lead. Hollingsworth gives it up going down into 3. We have a car sideways. Sideways coming to get 2 to go. That's going to take us to overtime, as I believe that is James Durr around to the 9:55. That's going to put us back under yellow flag. And we are going to overtime for sure here in California. Let's watch this replay here as James Durr was running right about, I think that's the 20th position on the racetrack at the time. Let's see what we can see here. as Durr goes to the outside here on the number 11. Oh, it looks like David Camara up the track, just didn't hold the bottom there, and up, barely making contact with that 955 of James Durr. Let's see if we can back it up here and get another angle of it. Maybe try overhead here. D. Camara in the 72, clocks by Christopher Chevrolet down there on the bottom. He gets a piece of the apron, and then the car looks like it just pushes straight up the track. And unfortunately, James Durr nowhere to go as he was sitting in the middle of the track at the time. Takes a slow spin around in the Keen's part. 955. All it took was a little bit of a tap and throws us under yellow flag conditions. Now things are going to maybe change just a little bit. Doesn't look like anybody inside your top 20 is going to be coming down towards pit road. It looks like Leo Bordage, Christopher Rothrock, Richard Murdoch, Brian Phillips, Max Terriel all down pit road. Max Terriel, sorry, is going to get your wave around car. He'll be put back onto the lead lap, so that will give us then 25 cars on the lead lap. Justin Gann and Sean Butler, who took 2 tires under yellow flag last time with 8 to go, are now shown 1 and 2. Jeff Hollingsworth stayed out, and he's gambling on the old tires. He is now running 3rd. Eric Johnson took 2 tires under the last yellow. He runs in your 4th position. Tim Blum is sitting there 5th. He's got the old tires still on that car. James Heater, also a 2-tire stop. And then Trevathan and O'Danny, they fell to 7th and 8th on that restart. Todd Cray with 4 tires. He sits there running 9th. And then DJ Anderson is running in your 10th position right now. And he also took 2 tires. Everybody's on just a little bit of a different strategy here at the end of this one. I'm excited to see what this green-white checker brings out here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, here in the notes, I see 1 green-white checker. That means next time we take the green flag, it'll be the final time we take the green flag. It'll be a green flag. Next time by, it's the white flag. And then, well, you know what comes after the white flag, ladies and gentlemen. We crown a winner here in Auto Club. The lights still continue to stay on that iRacing pace car as we go around. Well, once again, we got to thank everybody for tuning in here on your Turn 3 Racing Network. It is Muth once again here in the booth like it always is on a Monday night. As always, the Red Light Series always starts your racing week here on your Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, they're here at the Auto Club Speedway. Next week, well, we got a little bit of an off week before we gather up our trucks and head over to the Gateway, or, well, what is it called now? Worldwide Technology Motorsports Park or something like that. They're way out in left field out there in Gateway, but that'll be on the 18th of November. Before we pack up the old Xfinity car and we head to, well, the high banks of Daytona. And that rounds out our November schedule here on the Monday night with the Red Light Scrambler Series. But first, we got to get through Auto Club. That's what's on tap right here tonight. Right now, Justin Gann is your leader, and he is one of those rookies of the year candidates, I guess you can say. So could he possibly win it here tonight? Or could, well, the wily old veteran of Sean Butler come and steal Gann's thunder? Or, well, maybe it's Jeff Hollingsworth. He's back there. We know he has a fast Coast Guard car. Or maybe Eric Johnson is sitting back there. He's been pretty quiet all night long. Or maybe Michael Trevathan, who went down pit road, remember, on that expedited pit stop. Battled all the way back onto your lead lap here. And he's run 7th with, well, ladies and gentlemen, a chance to win it here. Lights on the iRacing pace car will go out, so we're going to get them back to, we'll call it full song and dance here, full tilt here at the end of this one at Auto Club. The lights have been on here, and who's about to punch their ticket into a chase? who wants to secure that spot. You don't have to point your way in. You win here tonight at Auto Club, and you punch your ticket. Right now, looking to see where your winners from previous rounds of this year have or are on the racing surface. Well, Max Terriot's buried all the way back there in the 24th position. And where is Todd Cray? I just saw the 22 of Todd Cray out there. He is in the 9th position. So right now, well, we got 29 other drivers that could possibly lock themselves in here, as now we head through turn 4. We're waiting on the iRacing pace car to make its final turn to the left side there to head down towards pit road. Pace car is going off the racing surface. It's going to be Gann and Butler to the start-finish line here to restart this one. And look at Sean Butler. He actually got a really good start there. A good push from the 33 of Johnson, as we get 2 laps to go here from Auto Club. Down towards turn number 1 we go, and look at them. They are really pushing hard here with 2 laps to go out of turn number 2. Oh, look at that. Gann going to slip up just a little bit, but he's going to be able to hold the position. Down the backstretch, they go side by side. That looks like, well, 17 spots side by side at the lead pack here. As they roll still side by side, 3 wide towards the middle of that pack, and looks like the 99 of Hollingsworth is about to get swallowed up. Here comes the 10 of Blum. We're going to see the white flag, and at the line, we get the white flag. It's going to be Gann and Butler as they're spinning. Looks like the 51 of Anderson, and I believe that was the Slim Jim machine of James Skelton. And we're going to stay right here with your leaders. It is a 3-car breakaway at the front. It is Gann. It is Butler. It is Johnson. It is Gann. Your top 3 right now. Butler going to go to the bottom. He's going to force the 33 of Eric Johnson. If he wants to win this one here tonight, he's going to have to go around him on the outside. They are sideways behind your leaders, but out of turn number 4, checkered flag in the air. It is going to be the 88 of Sean Butler coming across the line first here tonight. And it's Eric Johnson. Justin Gann. Look at James Heater come all the way back for a 4th place finish. Ryan O'Danny is sitting there in 5th. Michael Trevorthan comes across the line in 6th. Tony Strano battles back for a top 10 finish in 7th. Todd Cray finishes in the 8th position. Ira Kohlhaas in 9th. Dustin Gainey in 10th position. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, how they round out the field. But that man out front, the 88 of Sean Butler, wins here tonight. Across the top of your screen here, gonna go scrolling across, is your finishing order here. So find where your favorite driver finished tonight as we step away for just a moment and we'll get to your post-race interviews here with Butler, Johnson, and Gann. And welcome back here, race fans, to the Auto Club Speedway. 75 laps were scheduled here tonight. Well, we ran an extra couple laps, 79 laps to complete this one in overtime. Sean Butler's your winner, but don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get to him in just a moment because we've caught up with the third place finisher, one of the rookie candidates of the year, Justin Gann. Justin, you had that 930 Oreo machine wound up all night, and you come home with a third place finish, just a couple positions short of notching your first win.
Oh yeah, it was definitely some fast drivers out there. You know, I put it all out there. I couldn't do much more. You know, just try to keep it clean till the end.
Yeah, that Oreo car looks pretty clean. I don't believe I see, maybe I think 4 incident points here at the end of the night. You started in your 13th spot. You know, right around mid-pack. It wasn't a bad starting spot considering these cars here with the 550 horsepower draft like a super speedway. Is that how it felt coming from the 13th spot all the way towards the front here tonight?
Oh yeah, I definitely had some speed. That staying in that draft was the main thing, and trying to stay on the high line towards you know, about 5-6 laps in, I felt I was a little bit faster.
Where was the fast groove, I guess you will, for your car? We've seen 3 grooves being able to work out there tonight. Was it the bottom, the middle, or we'll call it the top lane here from Auto Club?
I would say about 3-4 laps in, I like the middle line. It was pretty fast for me.
Oh, what? Just wasn't fast enough. What did you possibly need there on that final green-white checker, though, to get back to Sean Butler in the lead?
I tell you what, man, I thought I could get in front of him at the start, and if I could have got in front of him, man, I definitely would have done some blocking, but I didn't quite make it, so.
You can't be upset with a third-place finish here, Justin, but before we kind of move to the next year, who do you got to thank for parking the 930 here in third place?
You know, being a rookie, it was just a lot of good people, a lot of help out there, so I really appreciate everything from everybody.
Well, there you heard it from Justin Gann. Just didn't have enough. Really liked that middle groove here at the end, just not having enough. The man who came home second, he had a little bit better shot on the outside on that final corner. Eric, what did you need on that final restart to bring home a win here?
Needed a little boost from behind. I thought I might have got him, but I didn't get it. I was like half a car length behind him.
Yeah, nobody helping you there in turn 3 and 4 on the final lap. If you would have had possibly somebody up there on the outside with you pushing the 33 car, do you think you could have beat Sean Butler to the line, or was that inside lane just too dominant there at the end?
No, I like the where I was running right there in the middle. I think I probably, if I would have had help, I could probably got him at the line.
Now, unfortunately, my friend, that's something we're not going to be able to, I guess, find out. But you started back in 24. Talk about coming through the field here with this draft package.
Yeah, just stay out of trouble the first half of the race, and then decided to start making moves and worked my way up through the field. Had to dodge a couple wrecks, went through the grass with one of them, and just made my way up to the top and came up short.
Low and steady usually wins the race. Unfortunately, tonight, a second-place finish with those 2 tires on that green-white checker. Did you think you were a sitting duck for a lot of those guys who had ducked in, like Tony Strano and Todd Cray? They all had 4 fresh tires, and they were coming through the field pretty much with ease.
Yeah, I noticed first probably 2-3 guys also took 2 tires that were behind me, so I knew I had a little buffer zone before those guys caught me.
Yeah, well, tonight, though, a second-place finish here for you, Eric. Who do you got to thank for parking that Dirty Mo Radio 33 here in second place?
Well, thanks, Sean, for the victory. He deserves it. And everybody at Red Light Racing League and Turn 3 broadcast. You guys do a good job.
Well, there you heard it from the man who comes home 1 position short. Eric Johnson just needed somebody to duck to the outside with him. Unfortunately, with it only being 3 cars at the end of the race here, battling it out of turn 4, just going to come home 1 position short. Sean Butler, though, we've caught up with the man in the Mountain Dew ZL1 Camaro. Sean, no stranger here to victory lane, but it seems like this might have been a little bit different than any of your other wins.
Yeah, definitely. This A car definitely is a different bear at these big tracks. It's a shell game. It's hard to know if you want to be middle lane, bottom lane. It seemed like I was better on the bottom lane, so that's where I was kind of holding it most of the night. on that restart, I asked Eric to give me a heck of a push, and he sure did that. So I got to thank him for the win, and definitely wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for him. And I knew he was gonna try to go below me going down in 3. That's why I just kind of protected it and was hoping that it would pay off, and it just worked out coming to the start finish line. So it was a really fun night though.
Yeah, it's a fun night. A lot of crazy driving, 2, 3, even 4 wide at times. You were never in the back of the field or towards the middle of the field. Your lowest position here tonight was your 5th place, and I believe that was actually under yellow flag when you came down. So I'd ask you how coming through the field was here tonight, but how was it at the front of the field, throwing blocks to try and keep people behind you, keep the runs back there, or just pushing that 88 car?
It was pretty good. Me and the 99 Jeff Hollingsworth were working pretty good. I told him for a while, I was just trying to follow him for a while and just trying to stop going 2 and 3 wide, and was hoping we'd pull away. And it kind of started working, but it didn't really. But I don't know. It's just really good racing with him up there tonight. And I don't know what happened to him there at the end. I guess he probably got involved in a wreck or something, but I really thought it was going to come down to me or him tonight. If I had stayed green, that definitely would have been it.
Yeah, but it didn't come down to you and him. It came down to you, Eric Johnson, and Justin Gann. With only 3 cars coming down the backstretch with a chance to win this, did you know your best chance was staying to the bottom, or were you thinking possibly an arc before you saw Johnson go to the outside?
Oh, no, I saw Johnson coming with a huge run, and I knew I needed to be on the bottom to have any shot, because it's obviously the shorter way, and I didn't think Justin was in behind him yet. It looked like they were still kind of side by side, and I just thought it was my best shot, and it ended up being the right way.
Well, it worked out for you here in California as you are California dreaming. But next week, we talked about it here before we came back live, it's an off week on the 11th. So the next time the Red Light Scrambler Series hits the track, it's going to be from Gateway or whatever the heck they call that racetrack anymore. But you're going to be driving the truck. That's a whole nother beast. It's going to go from a 2-mile track down to a mile track. Is that going to really play, mind games with you, going from this car to that car, from big track to small track?
No. I mean, if I hadn't messed up last week, I might have won last week. But Martinsville, we went from a big track at Kansas in the A car to Martinsville to B car, and then back to a big track. So I'm looking forward to getting to the trucks and actually not having this low-powered A car and actually having to drive it and everything. I'm looking forward to it and see what we can do there.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how the racing is different here from Auto Club all the way over to Gateway. But, Sean, you know the deal here. We're going to roll the red carpet. I'll hand you the mic. Who do you got to thank for parking that 88 Mountain Dew car here in Victory Lane?
Again, I got to thank Eric for that heck of a push that got me up there, and Justin for running clean. Thank my teammates over at Need for Speed, DJ and Josh and James. I was a little late for practice, but they gave me the 411 what we were doing and made some good calls with tire strategy and got us up here, and hopefully we can go on and keep going. There are 2 weeks at Gateway.
Well, there you heard it from your winner, Sean Butler. He stayed inside your top 5 tonight. He stayed out of all the trouble. He made a couple deals with a couple drivers to work out here at the end, and he found himself in Victory Lane over Eric Johnson and Justin Gann. So it's pretty easy to say that Sean Butler now is going to set his eyes onto the chase. He's now locked himself in to that chase along with number 42 of Max Terriot. He's also in that chase, and Todd Cray also. So 3 drivers have now punched their ticket into the postseason. In 2 weeks' time, though, we're going to find out who's going to be able to punch their ticket into the Red Light Racing playoffs from Gateway. With the Truck Series, it's going to be a little bit different circumstances. In 2 weeks' time, right here on your Turn 3 Racing Network, you just watched the Red Light Scrambler Series from Auto Club.